Welcome back to another episode of 65th Minute Talks. My name is Kai. And you are?
Kai again?
Yeah.
Kai again, cik.
I'm Kaidil.
Come on, man.
I'm Aidil.
I am Antoine.
Alright, so I hope you guys have had a good weekend of the opening of the English Premier League. We've had some upsets, some downsets, or what are downsets? I don't know, but before we move on, I think one of the main stories that we want to talk about or we can discuss, because I was speaking to Kai and he had some valuable insights. Okay, what do you think about Haaland cutting his hair?
2 words.
What?
Buang suai.
Buang suai. Okay, fair enough. And
Oh, yeah, you took that word out of my mouth. Yeah,
Sorry.
because just now I was speaking to Kai, I think okay, for us, I think it's content. I think it's something nice to see. It's just fun because Haaland has been the figure of, what do you call that? Happiness throughout the World Cup. Just a good vibe. But Kai did say some things that I think is good from a fan standpoint that we don't see. Kai, maybe you can share what you see about Haaland cutting his hair.
Oh, so I thought Haaland cutting his hair is most likely because of some PR purposes. For commercial reasons. Why I say that? Because if you look at all the digital subscription or through FC Mobile, you need to update all these new
Games,
FIFA, your new hairstyles and everything, and it takes a lot of work to update. Not just FC Mobile, but also the same time the brands that you're carrying, the endorsement. You need to update your full photo shoots of all of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And at the same time, if you look at that video, there's some guy taking videos of him speaking to Pep and everything else. Right? I think it's all scripted and has already been planned before that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Calculated lah.
Yeah.
Why would a TV or like a
Correct.
camera crew be there, right?
And if you look at how Haaland has been
Behaving.
not just behaving, the way he put himself out there, he has that positive vibes. And by cutting his hair, it's also to show that with the new Man City players and the management itself, it's a new him, it's a new change, and it's not with Pep. And that's the reason probably why he does that, like cutting his hair.
He's like a Hilton, like a new villain arc, is it? Like
Something.
macam wrestling kan sometimes have a Hilton, so to show
Correct.
macam even John Cena, the theme song changed from colourful to black and white,
Yes.
just to show that it's a Hilton lah. So maybe this is Haaland's Hilton
Correct.
lah. Yeah.
Okay, that's fun fact because I was talking to Kai about this and he said this from this perspective because it makes sense that Haaland has an image. Imagine if he had he was sponsored by L'Oreal. So now how? Yeah. So at the end of the day, then when we think about it in such a way, his image is actually protected. So he can't do it for fun unless it's really for fun. And then a nice guy called Haaland will comment on this video, right? Yeah, maybe.
But he looked a lot like his dad. When you look from far during the game.
He looked like a boy. Okay, that being said, there was fun facts for you guys. It's up to you to think whether it's a PR stunt or really just Haaland is just doing Haaland things. Okay, quick roundup. EPL is back. Opening week reaction. So how does everyone feel about the opening weekend? What's the biggest surprise? Someone. Biggest surprise of the weekend.
Anything? I think the biggest surprise is not having the full squads playing in the league game. Like I felt like there were a lot. Like I think just now we were talking about it. Like it still felt like preseason mood because of not all the teams are at the 100% yet lah. So I was I'm not gonna be judging the first match as it is. So hopefully the game week 2, game week 3, then we can see how each team will probably fare throughout the whole season lah. That's for me lah.
Okay, then what's the best performance out of all the games? I think upon speaking, while we are speaking right now, Chelsea have yet to play their first game. I think because they don't have Europe, that's why they are playing the league game. Manchester United had that last season, so we shall, for the Chelsea fans, we're sorry. Maybe if they were to play during the weekends, we can cover that side itself. Yeah. So other than that, what is the biggest performance? Maybe and you can share.
Okay, from my opinion, I felt the team that surprises me the most, it has to be Newcastle. Just purely on the fact that, the rest of the managers, they get their pre-seasons from June, right? Fair, we say. But Heisler, when did he come in?
Yes.
Yasler.
Okay, When did he come in?
Probably 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks
it's just
before
2 weeks before the season start, right? And for you to implement your style on the team and to have that effect on Liverpool, I feel that Newcastle really played well yesterday. They were the surprise lah.
No,
I disagree on that because later when we talk about the Arsenal, Newcastle and Liverpool game, I shall share my point of view because I really don't feel that Newcastle played well. I feel certain players did play well. I don't think that is Yasler's game style, but the team did their job lah. They could have won, but like Dil said yesterday, a draw is a fair
Okay, you
result.
could say that it is not his full style, but it is still different from how Eddie Howe was playing.
Eddie Howe is
And
like
and for
you said,
players to
anyhow.
still absorb that within 2 weeks.
But I think on my end it's more of I think the team that makes the least amount of changes during the summer
Yeah,
makes the best has the best performance. If you look at
correct.
Brighton, if you look at Brentford,
But yeah.
Arsenal.
you look at Leeds, no managerial changes. I mean they don't add so many new faces. They still play with the same group of players. So I think if you look at that, it's not surprising that the least amount of changes in the team produces the best.
I think they have skipped the gelling process.
Yeah.
And now it's
The
about
transition
improving.
lah.
Yeah, the transition phase is over. Unlike they say the big six out of the 5 all transitioning teams. But other than that,
For me, for my best team, I'm gonna go with the cliche will be Arsenal lah. Because I've watched Arsenal last season a lot.
yeah,
They didn't really win convincingly.
yeah.
You know, there were times that they got lucky with corners, they got lucky with certain aspects of the game. Okay,
Certain calls.
certain calls.
Certain calls.
Certain. But yesterday, Saturday's game, total
Yeah,
annihilation of the opponent.
It's domination.
Dominate, yeah.
It's not only possession because last year Arsenal had possession for games, but you as an Arsenal fan, you can see that they weren't progressing in the final third. But this game against Coventry, albeit maybe Coventry is a newly promoted team or not ready or whatsoever.
It's a newly promoted Premier League team.
Yes, first time is it?
Since a while lah.
Since a while. Yeah. So, but Arsenal did move forward and take the initiative to break the what do you call it, the bus itself.
Yeah.
So the small place in the pocket. So I think that in that performance, it was way better than against City.
This performance itself reminded me of Hansi Flick's Bayern Munich. Okay, total what do you call
Domination.
I've never seen another team like that. Hansi Flick is doing that again in Barcelona, slowly picking up people with technical abilities as well as physical abilities like Rodri, Gordon, etc.
Oh, Rodri,
Yeah. So this is what when I was watching Arsenal, they can play on the ground, they can play high ball, they can play with low block, they can play possession base. So really, I was quite impressed with Arsenal in the first game lah.
Yeah.
Can we also say that it's down to the fact that Odegaard was back to his best?
Odegaard, like I was telling Kai,
Because last season
the World Cup Odegaard is here.
Last season, his season was disrupted by injuries, and it didn't help that he had to rotate with Eze, right?
Yep.
Am I right? Yeah. So I think like right now you can say that part of Arsenal's resurgence, it's not resurgence. I mean part of Arsenal's domination is back to their captain Odegaard.
Albeit it's only the first game of the season, but Arsenal has played 2 games. The Community Shield against City and Coventry City.
And both of the games they won
Good
against
performance.
Sky Blue teams.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
3-0 for both games.
We're lucky they never visit Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore have to
playing away.
play at home lah.
Yes. Okay, that being said, let's jump into the first game that we want to talk about. Of course, the opening game of the EPL is the defending champions, the reigning champions, Arsenal versus Coventry City. We have touched base a bit on that, but we want Dil to ask more about this game because Kai, as we know, is an Arsenal fan over here. So, what do you have to say about this game?
What makes you say that Kai is an Arsenal fan?
I'm not sure.
He never buy Arsenal jersey. He just told us just now.
Yes. Fun fact, he also doesn't buy the original jerseys, right? The main kit,
No.
right?
Yeah, the main
Yeah.
player kit. Yeah.
He only buy training
Training
kit,
kits, yeah.
away kit.
Same or retro kits for me.
Retro is
yeah.
the best. Okay, so
Okay,
Kai.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so last season, I talked to a few Arsenal fans. I've mentioned last season Zubimendi would be the transformational signing for Arsenal, and I believe so because he provided different kind of things as to what the centre mids in Arsenal back then had. So who is the signing this season that you think would probably bring Arsenal to the next level? Your best signing this season so far?
Can I answer that?
There's how many signings? There's one.
Okay, there are people like Bruno G, Zolis, Konsa. Who else?
Yeah, only 3.
Vinny Junior.
Sure. Anthony Gordon. Okay, yeah.
I think
Zolis.
the best answer right now, based on what we've seen, it's
Okay, not what we've seen, but what you think
oh,
will be
Yeah.
the best signing for the whole season.
I think the whole season I think will be Bruno G.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Adds another dimension into Arsenal's midfield. If you look at how we've been playing with Zubimendi, I mean, he is number 6, but he plays a very safe 6.
Yes.
He's not like Thomas Partey where he can
Driving runs,
forward,
right?
yeah. So Zubi is more of the technical. He's more technical and he knows how to make things work from the back. But I think with Bruno G coming in, he can do both as a 6 as also as a deep lying playmaker. What we see from Bruno G's performance in Newcastle, he has that in him, and I think I like that drive from him as well. But not forgetting, we probably get a lot of red cards from him as well. I think that's
No, he's what's it called?
It's a maverick.
No. The punya temperamental has improved a lot. There were one time that if he got a yellow card, he was gonna miss the next game. He didn't get a yellow card for the next 10 games. So his temperamental has.
But he
improved a
plays on the edge, and I like
does.
that kind of player.
Yeah.
Song? Like Song,
Yeah.
Song Young.
So when you answer Bruno G, this may come in as bitter for me as a Newcastle fan, but
Yeah.
I would disagree because I feel he is no longer the same Bruno G. I will foresee throughout the season you will somehow regret buying Bruno G. So we shall see lah. Okay, this is me coming from as a Newcastle fan who has seen him play for the past season with his current constant niggling injuries. Okay, and also he likes to control the ball way too much around the penalty box. He has lost possession a lot there. So I hope with Rice and everything else not say guiding lah, but playing with him, he changed that. Yeah, but yeah.
Why not Zolis?
Yeah, I think Zolis. I think he's more on the. He plays on the left wing and he's a winger. I think he is still not well ready for really top Champions League games or the big 6 matches, because it takes time for him to settle down or takes time for him to adapt to that kind of intense match. It would take a while for him to understand that should I go direct or should I be more passive in terms of how I want to play. As much as he has been
Providing the GA.
providing the goals and assists,
Yeah.
but I still think he is still one step below the mark that we want.
Or do you think that people are not recognizing Zolis as signing of the summer
No.
as well? Because
He's a
the
low
way
profile.
he plays, it's directly like a like for like replacement for Trossard.
No, I disagree because he is not like Trossard. To me,
I feel that he is better than Trossard.
He's definitely better than
in terms
Trossard.
of his agility, he knows when to cut in. He knows how to bait defenders in.
The huge difference between Trossard, right? Trossard coming in was a big blow for Brighton. The way he came in also wasn't really nice. So that affects the mental thing when you step onto the pitch as a player. But for Zolis coming in, I won't say he's a nobody, but I'm sure most of the listeners here wouldn't know who he was. And him coming in with that price tag that is not so big, it releases the pressure from him. On top of that, the way he plays, the way when he gets the ball, as a football fan, when I watch, I don't know whether he's going to use his left or right, and he doesn't waste time when he wants to deliver the ball. I think one of the goals, he was it against City or against Coventry? I forgot which one. But he just played the ball square into the middle. I think that was a
City game.
that was a solid one. Cut
the
back, right?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh yes,
Isn't that the kind of play that Trossard will do?
No, I think
different.
I disagree also because it's a different profile.
Different profile.
altogether, yeah.
Zolis is the underdog. I see that. I feel that he can score 4 goals against Liverpool because he reminds me of Arshavin. Really, these guys are built different, and the mentality when he plays, he doesn't have fear. He doesn't. I think I do hope he doesn't have get scared of the Premier League and all the players. He doesn't get overwhelmed. If he maintains this way, he is going to be one of the key players for Arsenal.
Yeah, that the kind of profile that Arsenal is missing is somebody like Saka on the left side where you are meant to create. Okay, Martinelli and Trossard, I think their main goal has been always like even like Harvey Barnes for Newcastle is they want to score. They want to score. You every time they get the ball, their first mindset is to score. Cannot score, then you pass. Whereas Zolis, his first mindset is always create, pass, create.
You
pass.
as a striker, you'll be shocked.
Provide. So it's good to have. Havertz is thriving with that. Odegaard is thriving with the late runs and everything else. So I think it's a different.
It's not
thing,
good for us, but definitely good for him.
Yeah,
Shock to watch.
I'm impressed with Zolis.
Okay, any more questions regarding the game, Dil?
Oh, game So no, not games.
Anything,
Arsenal also. So okay, second question for Arsenal will be, what would be your non-negotiables for this season? Winning the Premier League, winning FA Cup,
Non-negotiables.
like something that is the benchmark at least.
Don't tell me golden trophy. Let's be.
It's only the first game, and there's
okay.
like 37 more games to go.
Mhm.
If I can get all wins and draws, we can get the gold trophy again.
But
But realistically, the idea is to, I think, as a fan,
Mhm.
watching the Wenger ball and everything else, right? I've always preferred Arsenal to play the beautiful football.
Mhm.
Trophies aside, I rather everyone will gonna
Have a style of play. I agree.
I think everyone will disagree with me, but to have the best goal of the season, it's a trophy for me. Yeah, it's either Jack Wilshere goal or Thomas Rosicky goal or the Giroud goal.
Ramsey.
Yeah,
Beckham.
correct. So to me, it's always as a fan who watches the game, I think entertainment must be up there. I mean the kind of play like how Mourinho does, the low block, you sit back and you win games through those kind of through those ways are not to my liking.
Yeah.
So if you can put the ball and have a tap-in merchant every single day, I'm happy with that. But in terms of, based on what we have won last year, again, Champions League final is another
target.
It's another target because I need to get rid of these doubters.
The Europe.
Yeah, where we need at least one European trophy. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a
But
fair
I
point.
don't think your answer. So your answer is need
What's
to
your
play
non-negotiable?
beautiful
Yeah.
football. Okay.
Make
Okay.
beautiful, entertaining football,
And Champions League.
and then
Europe.
and then
And
you know,
quadruple.
Europe. Yes.
Yeah, but I think that's fair lah.
Delusional.
No, but I think really that's fair because Arsenal has been known back then before, like the English Premier League Barcelona, under Wenger ball, the passing, the tiki-taka football. Again, like I said, for me personally, last year Arsenal halfway through the season, I think you can agree they did not play the game. They decided to go the Mourinho tactic to win the league, which is fair. I mean, if you want to win, you do what you need to win. But if you can win with beautiful football, 100% like the domination of
But
Barcelona back then.
that was important for last season to get rid
Yeah,
of
yeah.
win. Okay, now the pressure is off.
It's more psychological
because now
block.
the pressure is off, so they don't have any reasons to not to do that again. I mean,
And they are playing really well, the City game and the Coventry game. So let's see if
but
they can last.
then again, it's still early in the season. I think we can only judge properly after the international break.
Okay, Kai, last question. One more signing to complete the whole team.
Ooh.
Another left winger.
Okay. Give us a name. Give us a name. Arteta's gonna hear this.
Wow. There are not many left wingers available.
Kvaratskhelia.
No.
Realistically,
realistically, I don't mind Rashford.
The direct player.
Rashford mine.
No. Honestly speaking,
Probably,
I think Rashford wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
I
wouldn't
seriously
mind.
think like if there's a chance to pull off a transfer deadline, a loan signing, just to compete with Eze, Zolis, Rashford for that age, and us not paying any wages for him, I think that's a.
But I
that's a
think the
good-
wage is crazy.
Yeah, I let United pay.
No, but then again, I don't think Man U will agree
Yeah.
to it. They will never strengthen it.
Unless
By
they,
paying the
if
wage.
Arsenal takes
Yeah.
all the
Maybe
wage
50.
lah. Yeah. But
Ah.
don't take our R9, bro.
What about Alvarez though? Because reports have linked him
Yeah,
to
heavily
Arsenal.
linked.
No, I think Alvarez it's at this moment is I would say is overrated.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Fair.
Because
Really?
because
Why?
because of his success in Man City, Argentina, he believes that he is still going to change the way some teams play.
I agree in the sense that
Okay.
I don't think Alvarez should be talked about as though he's a Lewandowski. He's not.
Yeah.
Or he's even Benzema. He's not.
He's not there.
Yeah. There's a reason why he was benched by Haaland. As in, you know?
No, but he
But
was
he was integral to the treble, though.
Yeah, but there was
He
just
was.
different style.
But you can talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being important
Understand,
to the
yeah.
treble. Doesn't mean he's the best, you know?
Okay, I never rated
Yeah.
Alvarez much until last year. I watched him Atletico, the City games, then World Cup. He made impacts, you know. So
But the
Okay,
difference
fair
was
enough.
when Lukman came in. That
Yeah.
made the difference. Yeah.
okay, to wrap up this Arsenal section, right? But I think Arteta was asked regarding Alvarez, and he just closed down, shut the question down.
Yep.
So the feeling is that I think Arsenal will get Alvarez because they want to keep it on the hush hush. Yeah, maybe I do think.
It's too expensive. It's really, really expensive.
Yeah.
And Atletico Madrid, I mean, Andrea Berta, the sporting director, used to be from Atletico Madrid.
Mhm.
I don't think he wants to negotiate with Atletico Madrid, knowing how the management is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's the cost at the end of the day, lah.
Yeah, I'm afraid that Alvarez will be another Griezmann in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, thank you for sharing your thoughts on Arsenal. And yes, I do hope whatever you have said do come true for Arsenal. All right, okay. We're gonna talk about the next game. Manchester United versus Hull City. I'm not gonna be asking myself questions, so we'll let Antoine ask me or who's gonna. Yeah. All right.
okay, so
Yes.
Kau
We've-
apa hal?
we've seen the game.
Yeah.
In your perspective, do you think Man U play well, or do you think they lost because Hull just shows more of the passion rather than United? Yeah, wanted it more. Do you think Hull wanted it more? What is it?
Tadi kau cakap bila sebelum the forecast kau cakap Hal wanted it more. Then sekarang ni kau tukar question.
So okay.
Okay, one more time.
Yeah. What was the question again?
Yeah, aku dah jam sah.
Okay, kau tanya. Tadi kau cakap because Hal apa
Yeah.
cakap the first question?
No, the reason for the result is it because Hull wanted it more or United didn't play well?
United didn't play well, or Hull wanted it more in terms of passion lah. Right.
Okay.
Kan?
Did you watch the game? You didn't watch. Yeah.
I watched
But
highlights.
Okay.
Yeah, because I watched parts of it.
I watched the game.
Okay, so I think you have to be fair to Hull. It's not fair to say that United is played badly, that's why they won. To be honest, Hull had a plan. Okay, in pre-season they had 4 games or 5 games. All the games they played back 4. For this game they played with back 5. The manager was very, very specific. He said he knew United's weakness. He went for the back 5. I was thinking you changed from a back 4 to back 5 in this kind of game without any. I don't know whether they have proper trainings. Yeah.
One is the weakness.
United cannot break low blocks. Yeah, that's been under Amorim and so far under Carrick.
Same as Eddie Howe also.
Yeah, so they played the back 5, and as a defender, to me, Hull defended very, very well. They were disciplined. There's 3 centre backs. Sadly I don't know their names, the African guys, right? Aerial presence was there, and to me, United played okay, but they were playing like Singapore without Ilhan. They were crossing balls in, but for I don't know under to Cunha or to what do you call that Mbuemo. So to say that why we lost, I think the passion from Hull was there, But United didn't play well, didn't play badly. According to a lot of United fans, they said that carried out. United played well. So I was like, are you watching the same game? Because yes, Tielemans did make some bad passes, but he was a breath of fresh air because he was playing like a carry. He was
football.
So
yes.
but what could have been better though, in terms of
I-
you mean your midfield?
to me?
or- yeah.
To me, Shesko should have played in front or Zirkzee.
A target man,
Yeah.
Who was the starting forward?
Bruno false nine.
Dorgu, Cunha,
Boimo.
and Bomo.
Bruno false nine lah kan.
Yeah. So with these three in front, so why are you crossing? Why are you crossing the ball? Yeah. If you want to play crossing, you have Zirkzee, you have Shesko. Okay, Shesko just got back from injury, so okay, fair enough. But why not Zirkzee? His preseason has been good, so that raises the question because also they are trying to offload Zirkzee. I don't know what these are reports lah. I mean, United won't say they want to offload him, but yeah. To answer your question, I think to me, the Hull fans, the Hull team wanted it more. It meant a lot to them because this is their first game in the Premier League after so long. And yeah, to see how the fans reacted, it was crazy. I would want to be one of the fans, man. How they celebrated the goal, the Tiger.
Did you see how they were doing?
Oh, it was shock.
Familiar, familiar.
Yeah. I mean, if
Hullabaloo.
if I was a Hull fan, I would have enjoyed that moment because you are, people would have written you off, and then you do that. Okay, United conceded 2 goals, typical goals, set piece is the same. What's new? So it again we see like why
You forgot to add in
which one?
Maguire. What's new?
I will not add on to the Maguire thing because to me, this comes from a lot of United fans also. They saying that Maguire is shit, etc. But last year you were singing him a different song, and then the previous years you can't turn a person into a villain with one thing.
Yeah.
So I don't like this hate from United fans saying they want Maguire out, blah blah blah. But last year you were saying this guy redemption, yada yada yada. So I will not touch on that. As a defender, sometimes you make mistakes. He was focused on it, but he only held Mazraoui for a bit. But that guy had broken off. To me, the real mistake came from Eden Heaven because he was the far post guy. He did not cover. So in all fairness, the goals considered were set piece, but United were trying to attack. They cannot break the low block. So hats off to Hull because just Hull this one.
No, to me, it's like there's such a thing as a new manager bounce, and there's such a thing as a new promotion team bounce. There's always those 1 or 2 teams that first game of the season, first 2 games all out, and unfortunate for Man U, Hull was that team. I think Man U played the basics right.
Correct.
Some of the things they did right.
Yeah,
they were just
Santos was
unlucky.
okay.
Yeah, they were just unlucky.
Was the partnership
It was nice. It was nice to see,
between
but
Tielemans and Santos?
I think Bruno is overdoing things because he knows that these Tielemans and Santos can play the game, but he was trying to overdo like, hey, I have these guys. So he tried a lot of fancy flicks, which missed. But I think this is a matter of gelling and understanding each other.
So is this? Would you consider this? Okay, we're not trying to tell fans how to feel. So, but would
Yeah.
you consider this as a overreaction from fans?
Oh no.
The fact that
Fans have every right to be angry. Fans have every right to banter, but again, control yourself lah. You it's just the first game. Okay, fun fact, the last time United won a Premier League was when they lost on opening day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which year was that?
I don't remember.
But there's a
2013?
lot, right? You read, there's a lot of things yang coincidentally, like when Arsenal won Charity Shield, Man U won that particular season.
Yeah,
And then Spain won the World Cup, Man U also won.
Yeah,
A lot of things.
they have all these things lah, but but again, okay. To talk about passion, that game, even though United had possession, United was playing the game. Hull had more distance covered, more sprints distance, more total sprint count, and more higher intensity distance.
Even though playing in a low block.
Yes. So they were chasing. Without the ball, they were chasing.
That counts
So-
for
so-
something. Though.
That's why I'm saying the passion is there. They are crazy. They did not sit back and like. To be honest, I think you can agree that Coventry wasn't ready. Coventry was
Correct?
bending over. Like, they tried, but they were just overrun by
I'm sorry
Arsenal.
lah, but I don't quite rate Frank Lampard lah as a manager. I see how
Okay.
Coventry was playing is the same as when the
Derby.
was
I
playing.
can't agree with you. I think Frank Lampard's level, honestly, not to be brutal, but I think he excels in the championship.
Yeah. It's you have to find your level. But again, who are we to even question it?
Yeah.
But I feel some people do better off in different leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
agree.
always do well in championship. So I mean,
So going back to United game,
Mm-hmm.
so the way we how you conclude it's Hull prepared the game better
100%.
and Man U didn't have enough preparation. in a
United
sense?
did not know how to break low blocks last season, and they still don't know how. But Hull knew that United couldn't do it, and they adapted to it.
Okay, so
I think
Yeah.
So if we want to delve into that,
Uh-huh.
so could you say that is this a criticism of Carrick, the fact that
Hmm.
you had time last season?
Mhm.
Okay, sure, you came in halfway, but you still had time to adapt. You people, okay, if you say clubs know that Man U can't play against a low block,
No,
so
I think-
why isn't it rectified this season?
I think Hull ada Premier League punya account, but Man U didn't have the Championship punya streaming network.
yeah.
They couldn't analyze.
Yeah.
How are Hull playing? I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't judge Carrick on that. It's one game. It's really, I cannot see that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but because
Yeah.
you are a manager of Manchester United, you have to be
Understand.
judged on this. You know, that's why they say that.
Would you say that Ferguson did not know how to break Everton in his last season when they lost first in the opening game?
Nah, now you're taking way too back. Already.
No. because I can use another manager like De Zerbi or any other manager, but because he's under Manchester United, would you say that because it's the first game? If you give me a run of 5 games,
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Then it's only fair.
Ferguson is proven by that point. So
okay.
no matter what, you can't question him. But Carrick, because
In this sense, Carrick played covered for about 4 months or 5 months, and in that 5 months, his run was not average, not good, but it's better than good.
yeah,
So if you want to say we have something to fall back on, I think that's the only thing we have about Carrick. And to judge him from that 5 months and compared to one game, I don't think it's fair. But as a fan, I've said my piece. I don't like having either Mbomo or Cunha as a striker. You have Shesko, you have Zirkzee. That's the only thing. Because we've tried that, Cunha and Mbomo as striker. We are, I won't say one-dimensional, but we are forcing the play. Yeah, we don't have a lot of avenues on that end. Yeah,
I think it's more about naturalizing your position. Even when you see you play Foden on the right, he's not a right wing. You won't stay at the right. He'll play. He will slowly
He will naturally
go inward. Same as Mbuemo, same as Cunha. They are not natural strikers.
They are wingers at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, but I want to shout out to this Hull personnel. What's his name? Sorry.
McBurney.
No. McBurney is I have him. I had him on my FPL. Then I took him out. Wow, wasted. But okay, this guy
Who's this guy?
who came in. I forgot how many minutes for Hull. Harrington, 18-year-old guy, boy. I can say boy. He, you remember World Cup? He missed his penalty. Australia.
Oh yeah.
That guy. So he's now in
Lanky,
Hull.
right? That lanky fella,
Yeah,
right?
there's a slim lanky fella. You know the hit he got. I don't think he got hit during the World Cup for missing the penalty. He was applauded for being 18 years old
Yeah.
and stepping.
Yeah. I read that article as well.
Yeah. So for being a kid and now playing for an EPL team from Australia, you know. So I think that kid deserves his plaudits, and I really hope to see him fly because I know Australia is not Asia, but Australia is in the Asian Games. So being one of the Asians in EPL, I do hope he flies. And 18-year-old, he has a lot to
But
grow into.
at 18 with a Premier League appearance, not many can do it. At 18.
Exactly. And Australian, you know. So hats off to him, that guy Harrington.
The last Australian I remember was
Cahill.
Aaron Mui, Gary Cahill.
Gary Cahill, Tim Cahill,
Tim
my
Cahill.
friend. Yeah.
Garang Cole,
Wow.
Newcastle player.
Oh yeah.
Nampak.
Okay. Anything else, N?
Okay. Since we are still around the transfer window, who else would you like to sign? Who else would you want United to sign?
Well, you asked me. I want Zoli, sir. I
mean, realistically.
United needs a left wing. You know, if I had wanted, I would have wanted Zolis.
What about Rashford? I know that every time
but
we talk
Rashford
about
play well.
I know every time we talk about United, Rashford has to be included in the conversation. But then at this point, it does feel that
Rashford. Give that guy a break, you know.
Trash.
God, yeah. You wanted Rashford.
but at this point when
Yeah.
if he goes out to Barcelona and he comes back, but he is still your best left winger,
Okay.
Does that say more on the recruitment side or?
Again, I don't care about even if you're the best player in the world, but if your attitude is bad. To me, Eric Ten Hag showed that in him because his discipline wasn't there. And if you're wrong, you admit you're wrong. But I do not know whether it's the media overhyping things or he himself was behaving like a spoiled kid. I don't know. But so far, Carrick has trusted him. So when you back the manager, you trust the process, you trust the manager. So I have nothing against Rashford except for the next few games. Let's see how he does. But if you're asking about signing, again, like Kai, I don't know any left wings. If you ask unrealistically, I love Kvaratskhelia because he reminds me of George Best. But
Nico William.
I'm not my guy.
Rafael Leao.
No, it reminds me of another Rashford. I don't know any other left wings. Right now.
Nico William a bit went under the radar ever since the link with Barcelona. It feels like the hype around him just went off.
Okay, but to be honest, if possible, for the people out there, my favorite player is Luke Shaw, has been, but he is getting old. It's very sad. It's really sad, but at least he won some trophies.
I know where it is.
So
Yeah,
I think Dil knows.
I'm gonna answer the same way Yasler answered Schmeichel.
I love left backs. So and Lewis Hall, if you're watching this, please don't
Do
the
you see
United way.
the Schmeichel?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No chance.
No chance. Yeah, but Lewis Hall, definitely Lewis Hall. He, when Shaw joined United at 18 years old, he was a different breed. So Lewis Hall reminds me of that. I would love to have Lewis Hall. And left wing, I don't know.
This guy just love white guys, man. White guys who has left foot.
No,
Oh my God.
Rashford, no, black.
no, guys, no. Okay, to end off, so one legend did say this: it's not about how you start, it's about how you end.
Oh, the hair.
The hair. So he has the backing of the team. So remember, United fans, stop criticizing your own team. Stop criticizing Maguire. Have your own teams back and just enjoy the football. Just see how Andre Santos passes, what Carrick is trying to bring into the team, and I think your weekend will be much more funner rather than just looking at results here. Okay, thank you, Anne, for the questions. Okay, next up, we want to ask. Who do we want to ask? We want to ask the Spurs guy. Okay. Kai, I'm going to give it to you, man.
Tissue.
Any questions? Because, you guys have Deserbi. You had, to be honest, amongst the four of our teams, your team had the signings of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, right? From defense to midfield, all the baiting and all the stuff. So, yeah, I think Kai has a lot of questions.
Let me go first.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. Okay.
I would like me
I've
to
re-
retract back on the best signing.
Okay. This is the question. If I took the shirts off the players on Saturday, would you honestly have known which team has spent 200 million plus and which team was Brentford?
I mean, okay. The fact that I feel we are dipping into this too much. Purely from the fact that if you want to consider from the spendings that we have done, only Tonali, Van Hecker. I'm talking about those that comes with a price tag. Like I'm not counting those.
Fernandes.
Fernandes started halftime.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put him into it. But
Senesi?
Senesi was free.
Free.
Yeah.
So
So
it's also free.
by that notion, we are only looking at Van Hecker and Tonali. And you can't judge. Okay, fair. Spurs have been spending a lot, but that was not the best team that we have put out. That we put out with the money that we've been spending.
Okay.
So
So my next question to follow up on that is Spurs' problem a question? Is it a question of quality or identity?
Yeah. What's Spurs' identity?
Shit. Sorry.
sorry, what was the question again? Quality or identity?
Yeah. So you're not looking at the numbers here. Okay. You
Mm.
mentioned that Tonali and
Van Hecker.
Van Hecker, the ones that was playing and cost a lot of money, and then still not being able to produce a performance that everyone hoped for.
Yeah.
So then the question comes about is this a question of quality or identity?
Okay. Because playing a Deserbi way, you have to be technical. You have to know what your roles are from the start. it feels that during that game we didn't have the best players for all the position. So it comes with I think it's more of a quality within the team itself, because yes, you have improved the I would say depth, but at the end of the day, the players that he started was not the best team that he could have put up. Like, okay, for example, you're talking about Van Hekke and Senesi. Senesi is supposed to come in just as a backup. Van der Merwe was supposed to be playing.
Yep.
Poro was supposed to be on the right side. And then and then in the midfield, I would argue that Bergvall shouldn't have started.
Should have played Bentaku.
It should have been Bentaku or Fernandes. Bergvall, I think he just played Bergvall, just the fact that because Bergvall did say that he wants to leave.
Yeah.
But De Zerbi told him, okay, you prove your chance. I'll give you the preseason. And he did well. To be fair, he did well. And it also shows that, imagine if De Zerbi plays him for preseason, first game of the season he didn't play him. Like, what would that say?
Yeah.
You know. So in that sense, I feel that he has to start Bergvall, which is not the right
Not the
choice,
right
because
decision.
he was at fault for the second goal.
Okay.
And then if you want to move up forward,
Yeah.
we have Mikey Moore,
Yeah.
who is supposed to go out on loan like any moment, but he has to stay because we have no one else on the right wing. Richarlison, he has his days, sometimes good, sometimes
That guy is the literal Gattuso.
yes. And then we have Tel. I can argue that the three forwards, they are not the best quality that we have.
Okay. That being said, right, one question. Can you in 20 seconds tell me who is the best 11?
Okay. For me, personally, Kinski, Udogi and Robertson is on par. I feel both.
Choose your best 11.
Okay, Udogi, Van de Ven, Van Hekke. I still argue that we should have kept Romero. Poro, I will put Tonali,
Left back who?
Udogi.
Udogi lah.
Udogi. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Udogi. So
Tonali.
Fernandes, Madison when he's fit,
Medes.
and then if we get Savinho,
You have Savinho and Mamouche already.
yeah, but it's not officially confirmed yet as
Okay.
of now. So I would have Savinho, Kudus, and Mamouche.
Oh, you don't have a number 9.
Mamouche can be the number 9.
Is number 9.
He's not a traditional 9,
He
right?
is, and if you look at his game at Frankfurt,
Yeah, he's actually
traditional 9.
he's a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Egypt also.
It's just that he was wrongly profiled by Pep. I feel. Yeah.
Okay.
Pep put him on the left instead of playing in the center.
Okay, fair.
No, but for me to touch on what Kai asked in terms of quality and identity, I when I watched the game, I didn't see the identity of what the Zerbi usually play.
Yeah.
In a sense that, you know, the baiting and everything else.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because you are putting
No,
Because when
the
I
midfield
watch,
are all similar in
no,
terms
when
of
I
profile.
watch Hansi Flick's preseason, even with youngsters, you see the same style of play
No, but-
demanded by the manager. That's what That's why I think Kai is wondering also.
Yeah, but then I think you
we
can
cannot
hear-
compare Barcelona because
No,
Barcelona
okay. Even
is,
Jurgen Klopp, when he first came in with Lallana, etc., the intensity is there.
Okay, my
That is your
opinion, I feel
Yeah.
is that the players didn't do what De Zerbi wants them to do.
Yeah.
Because
that's fair lah.
you can hear, I don't know if you hear, but De Zerbi was just shouting, like he was just screaming at his players.
going back to that first 11 you chose. Out of that 11, only 3 were from the previous season.
Which is Udogi, Kinski, and
Poro.
Poro.
And,
And Madison.
Kudus.
Yeah,
Madison.
Madison and Kudus, yeah.
Yeah. 5. Yeah. Okay.
How do you expect a team with 6-7 arrivals?
To gel in this short span.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I'm not angry at the game. Okay, you at that moment you do want your team to be better, but
Of
then like I
course.
said, I think as this a bit also has echoed it.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time for us to be playing as a team, because he demanded just 2 things. He demanded his team to play well and play with soul. We didn't do that on Saturday.
Okay.
So like Brentford deserves to win, like honestly, because Brentford was
So as a team, how do you find the soul if you do not have the identity yet?
okay.
Time,
continuity.
Continuity, and the fact that
Time.
pre-season also was disrupted. You have the World
The
Cup,
late World Cup. Yeah.
and then
yeah.
you have players coming back. Like you still, in a way, pre-season is where you have to put your identity. You have to tell the team like this is what you want to do. He
Okay.
didn't get that with the team because half of the players are still at the World Cup. When they come back, they have to go to New Zealand straight away, and
Okay.
then it's just okay.
Sorry, I have one question. In this case, Who has it worse, Spurs or Manchester United?
Worse as in
The result
Mhm.
in terms of this first match week. New manager for Spurs,
Wow.
new players, and then 5 months in,
Yeah.
and a 2-0 loss. Who has it worse in terms of the two clubs?
It depends on how you say worst.
Who did it worse lah?
Who did it worse?
Is in who had a worse
Yeah,
result?
both away.
I mean,
games.
when we talk about worst, it's more about emotions, right? As a Manchester United fan, of course, I would say it's worse for us, definitely, because it's a newly promoted side. But to see it when you settle down and then you see how Hull plays, you watch everything, and you realize United didn't play badly, and the goals were set pieces. So
But for
fair to
Spurs?
them. But for Spurs, I mean a 4-0.
Hey,
3.
Oh, sorry.
means
Brighton was 4-0. I'm very sorry.
Tambah je.
They missed one penalty.
Almost.
Oh yeah. Tiang. Yeah,
I
but
had him in my FPL, Thiago.
I wouldn't compare
Yeah.
United's situation with Spurs. I think we are on par with Villa, in the sense where Villa also has teams that their players are not ready yet at the moment. So it shows with the game against Brighton. I think at this moment we are on par with Villa. We just hope.
Yeah.
I think more of your question is who should be worried. Am I right? Like Villa should be worried because of the players that they have.
Yep.
correct.
Man, you shouldn't worry too much because they were playing well.
We can see an identity over there. The identity is we cannot break the low blocks. But for De Zerbi, we couldn't see the identity yet. I love De Zerbi.
To be
So,
fair, when I watched the preseason, there was the identity there.
Okay.
It's just that for that game against Brentford, they didn't apply it.
I wish De Zerbi let Luka Burnett play.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, that's about the time that we have for Spurs. You've heard
That long?
you've heard.
I got many questions, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I gave Kai. Okay, for fun fact, we gave Kai 2 questions. He's thrown about 5 questions right now. but I think they were very objective questions because it gets you an insight into a Spurs fan from Asia who's watching the game at about 11 p.m, 12 p.m, 12 midnight, 1 a.m, and yeah, it is good to hear that these are not just Spurs fans who hate on De Zerbi, like, oh, shit has to go, I told you I don't want De Zerbi, I've seen that on Twitter, oh, I told you we don't want De Zerbi, etc. But yeah, there's a good insight. Okay, so next up we have the big game last night, Newcastle versus Liverpool. For the past seasons, Liverpool has always come back at the 98th minute or the 90th minute, and it happened again yesterday. So, Dil, firstly, simple, what do you think of the game?
Liverpool bought the ref.
No lah. Yesterday, I think it was a fair result. Of course, I would compare Newcastle's team and Liverpool's team. Both have a manager change. But the fact that the core of the Liverpool team is still the same, whereas Newcastle just lost 3 of their best players, arguably best players in Gordon, Bruno and Tonali. So for that result, 2-2, I think it's a positive one for Yasler because to implement his own style, to implement the players that he chose and the players that we bought, etc. I think it was a fair result in the sense that I think Liverpool were going for it. Liverpool is the kind of team that when I watch it, like they didn't know how to give up. So I kind of like that also. But Newcastle were a team about moments. Okay, so that was the identity that was missing from Eddie Howe's last few seasons or months lah. The identity of moments. Newcastle have never been about playing like controlling a game.
Understand.
Or playing beautiful football in that sense, but it's still beautiful to us lah. It's about moments. It's about passion. It's about making a difference when you get the chance. And Yasler understands that. So as a Newcastle fan, I think most of us are disappointed in the fact that it could have been 3 points.
Yeah.
Not in the fact that we
100%.
didn't perform well.
Okay, but then if we were to tell you at the start of the game, if we were to offer you the draw,
Everybody would have taken it.
Okay. Let me get this straight. Because watching the game yesterday, I do feel that Liverpool were not up to standard. And to be fair, Newcastle was maybe, I think, 6 out of 10. Or maybe best I can give is 7 because of Wissa. Wissa was really good. He brought his World Cup form into Newcastle. But okay, we know that Yasler was an understudy to Rangnick. He was definitely in Hoffenheim.
Nice.
So, and he has openly said that he is inspired by Jurgen Klopp. So his
And
play
Tuchel.
And yes, so his play, if you talk about Rangnick and Klopp, it's about gegenpress.
Yep.
Yesterday at Newcastle, I only saw I did not see the press honestly because Newcastle was attacking with Wissa, Elanga, and Harvey Barnes.
No,
And they were-
Osula.
Yes, Osula. He got the number 10.
From Gordon.
I'm surprised by Osula, by the way. But yes, so is what you saw with Newcastle yesterday, what Yasler wants to be, because understanding from what he's learned and his theories, his studying of football, the way he loves club football. Yesterday wasn't it. Okay, to be honest, it wasn't it.
Yeah, that's the reason why I admire Yasler over Howie in the past few months, because Howie would have did what you wanted, press, and then Newcastle will probably lose 3-1.
Okay.
That's that naivety to press a team like with players at the centre back like Van Dijk and Jeremy Jacquet is very good on the ball as well.
Yep.
It's very naive to do that.
Okay.
So he was very practical in the sense, but also it was the identity of always being vertical. Don't need to play side burn. Get the ball, pump, we go. Get the ball, pump, we go.
Direct.
Very direct.
Route one.
Route one. But it's not really exactly route one, but it's more of like, we will take the ball, but we will attack you. The way they press wasn't like everybody have to be like 2 or 3 pressing, etc. But they press enough to push Liverpool into a difficult position, and then we go counter attack.
Okay, so moving forward, do you think that because Yasler, like you said, is only 2 weeks into the job, so given more time, do you think he would implement that gegenpress into Newcastle, like how Klopp, when he took Liverpool, his first year, they managed to do it for about 6 months, and then the player burned out.
Yep.
But the fruits of the labor came in the next season when after full season the players got used to it, conditioned to the gegenpressing, and then you saw a good 3-4 years of Liverpool domination with that speed. The only reason why Liverpool did not dominate the Premier League was because of Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that Yasler is going to implement that, or is Yasler going to adapt to Newcastle instead?
So I've been reading comments and I've been commenting with Al Ahly fans, what they have been saying, or even Salzburg fans. What are they saying is that Yasler is the kind of person who will go match by match. He knows how to win, in a sense that we're not going to win by just one way of football. If this match requires me to play 4-4-2, he'll play 4-4-2. If it requires 4-3-3, he'll play 4-3-3. Yesterday it was almost like a 4-4-2 because of Wissa and Osula. It's almost like a 2-striker kind of base. But it could change into a 4-2-1, 4-2-3-1, correct. So that is Yasler. Direct football, vertical, always be on the front foot, in the sense of when you get the ball, all up. Direct. So I think the only difference is, again, like you say, everybody's not up to speed with what he requires.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe, again, next season with better personnel, better depth, squad depth, then they can do that. But I think this season,
What do you hope?
being that there's no Europe, I think he will go all out in almost every match lah, in terms of physical all the way lah.
To add on, do you think the current players can adapt to what he wants to do, or do you think they need a new fresh players, like new breath?
To be fair, Howie playing style and Yasler's playing style in terms of the physicality that is demanded is quite similar. So the players that are already there should know what is required physically. The players that were bought in this transfer window, I can assure you that they were bought, even when Howie was inside, they were bought with Yasler in mind.
Really?
But
Yeah.
they are buying a lot of youngsters though.
Yeah. So Yasler, okay, I tell you what, yesterday my lineup, if Howie was in charge, Sean Steele wouldn't play. Dedic wouldn't play.
Miley,
Miley would play. Memang Howie likes Miley.
Okay.
So all these young players or up and coming, new players will never play. The only 2 players that I remember in Howie's tenure that played just right after they came was Tonali and Walter Mother. Tonali because of all the
Hype,
the hype and everything else. Walter Mother because there weren't any other striker. Wissa was injured.
Yes.
So those are the 2 players that straight away. You think about Lewis Hall. When he first came in, he had to wait 6 months or etc. before he made his first.
Who was playing left back before that?
Denburn, right?
Denburn.
Oh yeah.
They
Botman.
No, that guy.
No, Beto Solano.
No. Is it
Matt
Target.
Target,
Target.
etc.
Target is. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So
Okay.
Howie has this thing where he always rely on experience. He always say, macam don't trust the young. So when I saw Seanster and Miley combined age 38, almost our age, those two players combined age is 38. Yeah.
Playing against Liverpool.
Exactly. First game
Yeah.
of the season with all the the hype and all the pressure, etc. I was like, oh, dude, again, dude, like that. So I was like so happy lah, because this is what we want,
Yeah.
and you have to trust your youth,
Okay.
which how he didn't. Yeah.
To be honest, I was looking forward because you told us to look at Sean still because I like the profile number 6. Sadly, I think he did not live up to my expectations in my mind of him. But again, he's only 18 years old to be coming in against Liverpool, against experienced players. I do hope Sean still lives up to what you said about him.
Yeah,
Because
just keep on watching for the whole season. We got very high expectations.
but that Miley, I think that is really good. Okay, we don't have a Liverpool fan here, but I'm sure the people out there listening are a lot of Liverpool fans. So, do you think that it was you guys could have won, but do you think that Liverpool was bad or were you good?
I think, like I said, with continuity in terms of the core of Liverpool, they were definitely better in that sense. We had a lot of gelling to do, but again, like I said before, it's a fair result because Liverpool were really trying. And I think most people didn't, maybe never would mention this, but I was very impressed with Cody Gakpo. He was very dangerous on the ball. Every time Cody Gakpo had the ball, I was on my toes. Yeah, I was scared because evidently he scored the first goal.
Yeah.
That before he scored the first goal, if you watch the game, he curled one. It was about to go in as well.
Seanster was fun fact about the goal. Seanster was angry that no one closed him down.
Correct. Seanster was telling everybody close him down. Seanster's job throughout the game was to mark Florian Wirtz. So maybe you didn't see much because that was the I think moving forward he will be marking the key number 10 or whoever lah. If play against Arsenal, you can expect Seanster to be with Odegaard lah.
Okay.
I don't think
Because,
so.
yeah.
I think a lot of Liverpool fans also dislike Gakpo because he was the golden boy of who?
Arne Slot.
Arne Slot. But I think he has proven his mettle because he always provides. But to me, Gravenberch was a solid player yesterday. Liverpool might be missing that typical number 6, like one of my favorite players.
But Gravenberch,
Thiago.
Fabinho.
because
Thiago.
both goals came from Gravenberch's missed pass. If you think about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
True. Understand. But again, I think Liverpool is still finding their feet. I don't know if Iraola can do it because he does look like Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2 back then. Right?
Octavius.
Dr. Otto Octavius. But I do hope to see a stronger Liverpool, and definitely the youth of Newcastle is something to watch, like Seanster. Lewis Hall won't be there at Newcastle anymore, hopefully, wearing this crest over here.
But one player so you guys didn't get to see was Bazumana Toure lah.
The new guy?
Yeah, that guy will be explosive. Just watch out for Bazumana Toure. So.
Okay, alright. Okay, we're about to wrap up this episode, but I have one random question for everyone over here. Okay, the transfer window is still open. If you, in your club, we start with Kai, transfer window is still open. If you can take one player from the big 6 club right now, not any position, that would benefit your team,
Big
who
six.
would it be?
Who-
That- I mean,
Spurs is
the
the big six.
traditional big 6.
Okay.
Don't get me
Spurs,
started
Traditional.
on the big 6.
Who are the traditional big 6? Is Aston Villa included or what?
Have Aston Villa qualified for the Champions League for the past 18 seasons? Have they been playing in
It's
Europe
sounding
for
like
the
Mourinho,
past
man.
20 seasons?
I think the traditional big 6 are Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs kan? Spurs. Okay, this big 6.
Don't get me
And
started on that.
Even though if the player is a new signing, who
I mean, we know your answer already lah. So listen. Realistically,
any player. Tak. This one not realistically, but
dream.
yeah, in your Arsenal team right now, anyone in the big 6 team that can elevate your team. Yes, correct.
Let me
Think about it, guys. Also.
I think already.
Okay.
Can I go first?
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay. We are missing a quality in this position. Okay, the fact that Madison is still a bit injury prone. Like he just sustained a shoulder injury playing against Brentford. I don't know. I think
Okay.
it's time to go. Sorry, Madison. we still have Savi out with ACL. We won't see him until the next year. And with that being said, my pick is Morgan Gibbs-White.
But Morgan Gibbs is
six, not
big.
big
Is
six.
Nottingham
you
Forest.
say no, but you say like anyone you can
Anyone
pick,
from
right?
the big six.
I don't want. I don't. Okay,
That's
it's
why
big
this
six.
is Spurs.
That's why he has to think. That's why he has to think very hard.
I didn't hear the big six. Okay.
Dia dah berbual panjang tau.
It's a Spurs moment, man.
Oh
Big
my
Gibbs White.
God! You bottled it. You bottled the moment.
I didn't say the big six.
Okay, let me start. For me,
Shit.
I may have said Zolis as a winger, but to be honest, we need a little striker. So I would take Haaland because that guy can score goals. Bruno can assist. You have Cunha, you have Mbuemo, you have people. Tielemans can play those balls. So what we need is a top striker.
Let's make it two lah. One dream, one realistic lah. Let's just for
Both
the fun
big six.
of it. Throughout the league lah. Kasi the chan lah. One dream, one dream and one
My dream would be Haaland. He completes
Realistic
almost
Dream.
everything. Well, realistically, Zolis just bought, so not realistic.
I can answer first.
Okay.
And I won't bottle like this guy. But if you talk about league, league. So I think Newcastle fans, generally everybody would want a new right wing. Okay.
That is.
So because I mean Alanga is great.
Bukayo Saka.
To me I think I like somebody like Iliman Ndiaye or somebody like
Ndoye.
for Everton.
A bit underwhelming.
No, he would be great for Newcastle.
Ndoye is very dangerous.
Yeah. Ndiaye now,
Everton.
Everton player.
They call it Ndoye.
Ndoye is another player.
Ndoye is Forest.
Ndoye.
Ndoye is Forest.
Ndiaye.
Yeah, and Ndiaye.
Iliman Indiaye.
I know the
Pronunciation okay. But dream, I think Newcastle need leadership and something else. Maybe because Burn is injured, I would like to get Virgil van Dijk in Newcastle. I don't know. Maybe this is out of the expectation, but I know he would bring Newcastle up another level lah.
Okay, I got it. I won't bottle. Okay. So we all do dream signing is top 6, right?
Anybody?
Okay. The dream signings, I wanted Bruno Guimaraes instead of Tonali.
Yeah.
I wish there was a world where Arsenal signed Tonali.
I agree.
I think I've been telling you, right? I think we need Bruno more than we need Tonali.
We did discuss this. Kai wanted Tonali, you wanted Bruno, but you guys.
It would have made sense,
right?
But,
like, why would you take Tonali who has the similar profile as Gallagher?
Okay, that's the dream. What's the realistic?
Morgan Gibbs.
Okay,
Number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
For us, Arsenal, realistically, loan signing Rashford just for the left side.
Okay.
Dream signing.
You want
would
Richarlison?
be-
That's a good realistic one, sir. Yeah.
Dream one would be João Pedro from Chelsea.
Striker.
Yeah,
He's like Havertz.
he's
That's right.
Havertz.
Can utilize.
But I
Because
think
we
it's
have
more lethal.
all the Brazilians. We have Gabi at the back,
Okay.
Bruno at the midfield.
Yeah.
Another guy.
Jesus.
He's going out, I think.
Gabi Martinelli also.
Yeah,
going out,
going out. Yeah, so you need one. I think just another number 9 false 9, because I feel like João Pedro is he's far off from Firmino, but he has that link up
Yeah, he is.
play in him,
Okay.
which I find that Arsenal usually has this kind of player where they in the likes of Dennis Bergkamp, Olivier Giroud.
Those are people with flair, bro. Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
João
So
Pedro.
Pedro.
He's good.
Yeah.
He just, I feel that he lacks consistency. That's all.
Okay.
Underrated,
Okay.
lah,
I think those left with mine. Okay, realistic. I think let's say lah, Lewis Hall. 100% Lewis Hall.
White guy,
Yeah.
white dude.
I think honestly, I think you can wait next season. I think Lewis Hall. will-
No, but after yesterday's performance, you can see on social media Liverpool fans wanting Lewis Hall because I
80
think.
million? Would you sell it for 80 million?
Oh, 80 million definitely.
Definitely 120 at least.
Okay.
Oh wow.
80 is
Maverick
the new
dude.
50 right now.
Yeah, Premier
How
League
old
tax.
is he? He's very young.
He's
21.
21,
21.
22.
21.
And playing like that, no, by the time next
Yeah.
season 22, and playing like that, he's a maverick, man.
Fair enough. Okay, I think that's the end of the episode. Those of you listening, if you have your opinions, please share in the comment. And so far, thank you so much if you followed us throughout the Singapore journey. Right now is the EPL journey. We'll be back with the Singapore journey in the near future. But please do like, share, and subscribe this channel if you like what you hear. And it will definitely, we will definitely appreciate it, and it helps us do more content for the future. With that, thank you so much. Follow us on our socials, and we are 65th Minute. Thank you.